Welcome back to the Old Bull and Young Calf Boston Sports Podcast. This is episode 3. We're coming at you with some more, even more structure, even more lean, mean, hot take machines. My dad's going to go through what we have today. We have 5 big things we want to hit on. Let him know, Dad.
Yeah, so we're learning with each one of these. Check out the first 2 if you haven't. We're going to try to keep this one under 20 minutes. So the 5 things we have on our agenda today is we're going to pick each game the Patriots play this year. It's going to be a win or a loss. We're going to give our take overall on the season and what we think is going to boil down to how it's going to go. We're going to do the our future coaching, okay? Matt has an idea of who the future coach is going to be. Of course, he's wrong. And I absolutely positively know who the future coach is going to be. I would bet just about anything on it. So, and then we have our bet of the week by our expert. And then we have our fun little thing that we like to do, our 90, 50, 10 at the end of the segment. And it's going to be for this Patriots game coming up, 90% chance of it happening, what we think, 50% chance of what's going to happen in this game, and a 10% chance of what's going to happen in this game. Take it away, Matt.
All right, let's jump right into it, right? Under 20 minutes, lean, mean. So we're going to go through the Patriots schedule here. You see it on the screen. Right off the bat, I guess we can go me, you, Dad. Does that work? For each
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds good. So for the Eagles, I think this game is a loss. Big reason being that Matt Patricia has our number in his return games. He did it to us in Detroit. He made Tom Brady look really bad. I think he's going to have Mac Jones's number. So I think it's a loss against the Eagles. What do you think?
It's probably the only thing he's semi-decent at. But, I mean, Matt Patricia, he's not the biggest factor for me. The talent is just overwhelming in the Eagles' favor. And a lot of people expect him the Super Bowl hangover. I don't. I expect the Eagles to win this game.
All right. Yep. So that's 0-1 for each of us there. Next game is the Miami Dolphins. We're at home. It's a night game. I think that we actually come away with this one. I'm not big on Miami. Tua, I think, is going to be seeing some ghosts with our pass rush. So I'm going to say a Patriots win week 2.
I like them also, the Patriots at home. Don't like, I kind of wish it was reversed because when the Dolphins
100%.
come to our place in December, it's a guaranteed win for us. But unfortunately, I still think being at home, I still think they pull this game off. Like you said, Tua's not going to be able to do some of the things he used to do with these slant passes against our quicker defense now. So I like the Patriots in that one. So 1-1 for both of us.
Sounds good. All right, next game. This is a big one against the Jets in their house. Aaron Rodgers' first game against the Pats. I had a really tough time on this one. My heart is telling me to say we're going to win this one. I'm not big on the Jets this season. I think they're fakers. But what do you think, Dad?
So who do you have?
I have the Patriots winning this one. My bad.
Okay.
Patriots for sure.
Yeah, I have the Patriots losing this one. The only time the Patriots actually struggled there, they even struggled there when Brady was our quarterback. The only time we don't struggle with the Jets at Meadowlands Stadium is when they have an absolute garbage quarterback. So I think things are still good in New York early in the year, and I think we lose this one. So I think we're 1-2.
All right. Next game, we are away at Dallas. I think with our offensive line, hopefully we still have 4 out of our 5 starters at this point. With Micah Parsons and some of the other defensive threats they have, I think we lose this game. So I got Patriots taking a loss in week 4.
I have them losing too. Dallas has lost a little bit of talent because of Dak Prescott's contract. And, Dallas came to our place 2 years ago. I know Mac Jones was a rookie, but Mac actually played well that game, and we still lost. And Parsons, like you said, is a wrecking machine, and he's in his 3rd year now, and he's going to be he might get Defensive Player of the Year. So I have that as a loss. I have the Patriots 1-3 at this point.
Yeah, I'm 2-2 here so far, just to keep everybody updated. Next game is the Saints game. We're at home Sunday during the day. I think we win this game. I don't see Derek Carr being that good. I think he probably lived his best years in the Raiders, and I think our defense is a bit overwhelming for him, and I don't believe they have the offensive weapons to get by our defense, which I think is going to be very good. So I think Patriots win.
Yeah, I think the Patriots win this game as well. Unfortunately, Kamara's back that game from a suspension. So that plays against us, but they don't have Sean Payton as their coach anymore. The Patriots win this one at home. So I have them at 2 or 3 at this point.
Nice. All right, next up, Josh McDaniels. We're gonna go visit him in Las Vegas. I think we beat him. I don't see us losing to the Raiders. I'm not huge on Jimmy G. He's gonna have less. He's gonna have a much worse defense, and he's gonna have worse offensive weapons than he had before. Maybe not. Maybe Josh Jacobs better. So, but I do still have us winning this game. So, all right, now I'm at 4-2.
Yeah, I think this is overseas, this game, and I think this is like our Patriots revenge
Oh, it is.
game.
Okay.
The way the Patriots lost that game last year was absolutely embarrassing with the Chandler Jones. I don't even want to talk about Patriots.
Did we
win
play
this
them
game.
last year? I don't remember.
We did. That's the one where Jacoby Myers threw the ball backwards.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to get on it. Patriots win this game though, so I have them now at 4-4.
Okay. So
wait, I'm sorry, 3-3. 3-3.
Yes, you got it. All right. Next up, we are at home against the Buffalo Bills. This is a tough game. I think we lose this game. I think Buffalo is just too good. I don't think we have an answer for Allen anymore right now. So this puts us at 4-3 on my list.
Yeah, simple loss.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's at home. I have them at 3-4. Then we're at Miami.
At Miami, it is a tough stretch. I'm gonna say we're gonna lose this. So that'll put us at 4-4 for me.
I have this as a loss too. They're not good in Miami. They weren't good when they even had Brady down in Miami, and at least compared to other teams. So I actually have them at 3-5 at this point.
All right, now here comes. I feel like the gotta have it games. This is gonna make or break them. Next game against Washington, they have to beat Washington. Cannot play down to Washington. Go and bring Washington home and beat them.
They beat Washington. They get a scrappy little team, but they're still terrible at quarterback. So they handle Washington at home. So I have them at 4-5 at this point.
Yep, I'm 5-4. Next up is the Colts. Same thing. We gotta beat the Colts.
One of the worst teams in the league. One of the worst teams in the league. That's an easy
100%.
one. No need to talk about it. So
100%.
I got them at back to 500, 5-5. You at 6-4.
Yep, 6-4, and we got a nice bye week to prep for the Daniel Jones weapons. So I think we beat the Giants. We'll get to this on my thoughts for the season, but we got to beat this Giants team. We go on a bit of a win streak after having 2 bad games, bounce back. So yeah, Giants, we're winning that.
Yeah, I think the Giants take 2 steps back this year. They were actually pretty good last year.
Yeah.
I think they take steps back this year. So I have the Patriots winning that, and they're actually 6-5 over 500.
Yep, sounds good. And the next game is the Chargers. We're at home. We play Justin Herbert so well. For some reason, Belichick has his number. I think this is a game that's a big one for us. I think we win it. I know I have us going on a 4-game win streak here at this point, but I think we win this game.
Me too. Same exact reason. Belichick has played Herbert twice, and he's made him look bad both times. This one's at home. So I actually have the Patriots at 6-4, I believe.
Yeah.
What is it? No, sorry, 7-5.
75. So
you have it at
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 games. So yes, I think you're 7-5.
7-5.
I think I'm 8-4. No.
8-4, yes.
Yeah, 7-5, 8-4. Yep, 8-4. Yep. Really good season.
Right.
I'm obviously very high on the Patriots. Next game away. The Steelers quarterback Pickett, I believe, has played a really good preseason. Of course, they have TJ Watt on the line, and they have some other good weapons. We are in their house on prime time. I think the lights are a bit too big for Mac Jones here, and I think the defensive pressure gets to us. So I think we lose this game, and we're 8-5.
I actually think the Patriots win this game. By then, our rookies, Christian Gonzalez and Keon White, they're not rookies anymore. And, we get Gonzalez, who's going to cover Pickens. And I don't know. I think Pittsburgh's just overrated. There's a lot of hype with them, just like there is Detroit. I think they're a little overrated. I think the Patriots actually still are a little better than them, and the Patriots take them.
All right. I like it.
They're going to make it 8-5.
Yeah. Sounds good. And the team we're playing tonight, I'm sorry, the team that is playing tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs, we're getting a kind of a look at them. It's about halfway through the game now. We don't know what the score is, but we're at home. It's prime time. It's against Mahomes. I think Belichick and the defense gets up for this. I don't think they have the weapons they've always had. Um, and depending, hopefully Chris Jones stays disgruntled and keeps his holdout. But I'm gonna go the Patriots here in a win. Big upset right here.
That would be a huge upset, and that is why I am picking the Chiefs. I just don't. I still don't. I know Mahomes, his weapons aren't what they used to be, but by then they should have Chris Jones back. Kelsey's not
Yep.
injured like we thought. I still don't think they're ready to match up with them. So I actually have the Patriots with a loss there. So 8-6.
All right. 9-5. Next up is the Broncos. We're away in the Broncos' house, Mile High Stadium. I'm kind of pulled both ways on this. I'm gonna say we win this game. I'm not super high on the Broncos if they're even remotely to what they were last year. So I'm gonna say we win it and we're 10-5.
Patriots win it. Russell Wilson is not. He is like a ghost of himself. I don't think Sean Payton can fix him, and they're not what they used to be. That Mile High Stadium trip isn't what it used to be. Patriots there. I got them winning.
Yep. And against the Bills, this next game, I actually don't see the Patriots winning this away at the Bills. The Bills
at Buffalo, forget
yeah.
it.
At Buffalo, cold weather. I don't see us beating this unless it gets really scrappy. So I'm taking the Patriots loss.
All
right.
9-7. So you are 10-6 at this point.
10-6. Yep. So last one is the Jets game. So I think Aaron Rodgers in the cold. I think we beat him. I don't think Aaron Rodgers can come into Gillette and beat us when late in the season. I think we beat Aaron Rodgers, and I think we end up 11-6.
All right. Yeah, Patriots are fighting for a playoff spot, and they take care of business at home against Rodgers, and they get him on this one. I have them finishing 10-7.
Nice. All right. That's 13 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. I will take the schedule off the board here, and we'll move on to our next segment, which is the coaching future. And do you want to? What's that?
Your take on the season?
Oh, take on the season. Oh man, my bad. Yes. How could I forget? Yeah. So as you saw, 11-6. I think the Patriots get in via the wild card. I think the 2 losses to the Bills do them in. I think that this is a turnaround year for Mac Jones. I think this year ends up in probably a first round loss in the playoffs, maybe a second round, one win. But I think this year we come out with a lot more hope going into next year with our offense and with our defense. So I think this year's a second round exit. We get in via the wild card.
I think Belichick's trying to replicate what he did in 2018, where everyone in the league geared up to stop the pass. And Belichick kind of figured out that everyone is so light. He just beefed up on the offensive line and basically won the Super Bowl with defense in a running game. But what everyone sometimes fails to remember is Brady's the one who got them to the Super Bowl with maybe the greatest fourth quarter and overtime performance ever at Arrowhead Stadium. I think it might even rival the Seahawks fourth quarter. It could be and that's what it took though. So I think Belichick's being a little delusional here. I think he's playing everyone wants to gear up, be light to start the pass. I'm going to run the ball down everyone's throat with Zeke Elliott and Ramondre Stevenson and have an elite defense. So I think it's enough to get them to the playoffs. But unfortunately, you don't have Tom Brady. And I think it's basically a tiny step above 2 years ago when we made the playoffs, where we still lose in the first round. It's going to be against the Bengals, Chiefs, or Bills because there's only one bye. So we're going to be playing one of those 3, and I think we lose in kind of a closer game. So it's a baby step, I guess.
You think we make them punt?
Yes, we will with this defense, yes.
Yes.
So now we can go to the coaches.
Yes. And here's where I gamble a bit more, right? I understand I put a lot of odds on the Patriots to have a very successful season, and I think that very successful season and that level of hope and what happens to Mac Jones this season gives us a good look into the future that Bill O'Brien will become our next coach. Now, Belichick's getting up in years. I think he has 1 or 2 more years left. He claims, according to, I think Chris Sims, that guy, he had some inside sort of sources that Belichick's not chasing Shula. We'll see, but I think that Bill O'Brien is the next Patriots coach, depending on what he does with Mac Jones this season. Now, what do you got? Let's hear this sure thing that you have.
It's a solid theory. I mean, it makes sense. It's just not going to happen because 100% take it to the bank. Gerard Mayo will be the next coach of this team. He actually was going to get offers to be a head coach elsewhere, and he came back to the Patriots for the same position. He's not even calling defensive plays. So I'm sorry. That is basically Kraft telling him, I guarantee you, you stay with us, you're the next coach of the team. That is what that is. So
That's
quick question, Matt.
yeah.
How many losses get Belichick fired this year?
Oh,
What record? Real quick.
I don't think it's losses that gets him fired. I think it comes down to more. I think it's losses coupled with how he handles Mac Jones. I think if he has a super
Yeah.
short leash with Mac Jones, if he does what he did to him last year, gets him booed at home, I think that coupled with a, 13-4 season. I'm sorry, 4-13 season. I think that gets him fired, but it's going to be super tough. I don't think Kraft would do that, and honestly, I don't think Belichick would deserve it. I think I don't see there being any season where Belichick should be fired in the middle of it because of what he's done so far. I do attribute it a lot to Brady, but I feel like he deserves more grace than any other coach in the NFL. I think firing him mid-season would be such poor taste.
No, he's not getting fired
Good.
mid-season. I'm saying
Okay, good.
for the year. I
4-13.
say I say 7. He doesn't get over 7 wins, he's fired. Because
Okay.
then he has no shot at getting the record the next year after, really. He'd have to go
Right.
like 12-5. So he doesn't get to at least 8 wins, he's out. That's my
Yep.
that's all. That's my guess.
And,
But anyway,
to be honest, it's tough with him too because again, I think he is chasing the record whether he says it or not, and he's not a coach you can rebuild with because he won't lose. He doesn't want to tank a little bit. But yeah, yeah. So next thing, so the bets. Now we got some inside information here from Wilga's Basement Bets. When he told us this, we were shocked, but we're gonna leave this up to the experts. He is picking his guaranteed bet of the week is the Browns money line plus 122 over the Bengals. They're at home in Cleveland, and Wilga Basement Bet says to hammer that bet if you want to make some money this weekend. We were shocked, but just a little bit of evidence here. He told me tonight he wanted the under by 53-point under for the Chiefs Lions game, and he is crushing it. And I would have called him crazy at that, right? Right, Dad? What do you think?
yeah, with the good weather in Kansas City, and Detroit had the 4th best offense in the league last year, and Kansas City, I would have stayed away from the under, and it looks like the under is going to be an easy win tonight.
Yep.
So
21 points so far.
and hey, Joe Burrow hasn't he's been barely practicing. He hasn't, had any really training camp. So, and Deshaun Watson got that year out of the way, and he's had a full training camp. So, they brought in some additions. Maybe it does make sense. And Cleveland's at home, so we'll see.
Yep. Make some money this weekend. Take that bet. Call your bookies. If you're in Massachusetts, check out, DraftKings, FanDuel. All right. So moving on to our final segment. Again, we're keeping it quick for you here. We're going to do the 90-50-10 for this week's game of the Patriots. What we believe is a 90% chance of happening, a 50% chance of happening, and a 10% chance of happening. Dad, do you want to lead us off with your 90% chance of happening this week?
90% chance. 90% chance this is going to happen is the Patriots offensive line is going to give up a minimum of 3 sacks. Minimum. And that's not good. And that's my 90% chance that's going to happen. It's 3 or more sacks. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. I That is actually really rough to hear. I was gonna say, so my 90% chance of happening this weekend is that Judon is gonna have a sack and a half. I think that it's gonna be a big Judon game. Um, I'm not too sure if they brought back Peters, but I think there's if even if they did, he's an old slow guy. So I think that Judon gets a sack and a half this weekend, 90% chance. All right, in this case, you should be agreeing with me here. You're big on this
Uh,
defense, so and it
uh,
goes towards your player, defensive player of the year campaign you were talking about last week. So Judon,
that take, no, I'm literally going to take my nutsack and drag it across your keyboard. They have like the best tackles in the league.
yeah.
Philadelphia, I would not say 90%.
I don't know if
Judon
they had
gets
the
a
best
sack and a
tackles in the
half.
league. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to fact check that. That'll come across everyone's screen.
Lane
Who's the,
Johnson, yeah, they're pretty good.
yeah,
But
maybe 4 years
anyway,
ago he was the best tackle in the league. All right.
yeah,
So, Dad, another outdated thing here. You got 50%. What do you got?
50%, usually pretty boring. Ramondre Stevenson gets over 100 total yards rushing and receiving.
Okay. Nice. My 50% here is that Mac Jones is going to throw for more than 200 yards and have a touchdown. That's what and I know it's going to be
Okay.
tough with that pressure, like you said, but Mac Jones 200 and a touchdown. And he's got to keep that
And
pace. Go ahead.
yeah, and that pressure, I think it was Belichick that said sacks are overrated. Let me tell you something. Does anything kill a drive quicker than a sack? You lose the down, you lose the yardage, you lose momentum. I don't ever want to hear that. I'll take sacks any day of the week. I think he always said that because he didn't want to pay guys who get sacks. Chandler Jones left it. But anyway, that's always drove me nuts. I'll take guys who get sacks. Nothing kills a drive quicker than a sack.
And it gets in the quarterback's head.
Yeah.
Gets in the quarterback's head
does.
too.
Another thing it does.
Can't
Yes,
forget
sir.
that. All right, the
Yeah.
10% chance of happening. What do you got? 10% chance.
Especially with Jack Jones being out, very possibly with the hamstring, 10% chance that the Patriots defense unfortunately holds the Eagles to 14 points or less.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say a 10% chance that we actually win this game. I think the chances are so low.
Man,
Yeah.
talk about dark.
I know. Yeah, I think it's going to be so tough for us to win this game. Like you said, pass rush, their offensive weapons coming into the year, new scheme, everything. I think it's a 10% chance that we win this game. Listen, this is not going to be Felger and Maz podcast where we just poo-poo the Patriots all season, but I got to be a little real. Okay, I've had some out of touch takes this season. Okay, I mean so far in our 3 episodes, got to be real here. So that's my real 10%.
I give them more than 10%, but 10%, man, why even watch the game? Jeez, is this an Eagles podcast we just changed into now?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Whatever. Mr. Best Tackles in the league. Okay, why don't you the dream team tackles?
Look them up.
Yeah.
Look them up, young Cav.
Yeah.
Don't argue with your old man.
So that's it. That's our podcast. I don't know what the time came in
right.
at, but I appreciate everybody who tuned in. And if you want to give us your 90, 50, 10 of the week, if you want to let us know if you bet anything you want to say about the podcast, please let us know on Facebook, or even reply on
Comment
YouTube.
in YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
Comment on YouTube.
Put them in the comments on YouTube. Absolutely.
All right. So hope everybody has a great weekend, and hopefully next week we talk about a surprising Patriots win. Right, Dad?
Absolutely. That would be nice. Have a good night, everyone.